All right, so we'll see if this works. I don't know. I'm messing with the settings now, so you're getting just me, Cronus, and I just want to make sure this is working. We're not going to do a normal podcast tonight because Streamlabs did an update and it just messed up all my stuff. So, uh, yeah, I don't know why it updated and just blew away all my stuff. I had to like relog in, and it was annoying. It looks like we're live streaming, so I just want to make sure that everything works before I call it a night. Looks like it is. Excellent connection. Now it's working. All right. So I guess maybe I should call back. Uh, I should probably call back Blue. Papa Bear, if you want to hop on, you can. Let me know in the chat. So let me message Blue real quick because I was just trying to call it a night. Then I looked up some extra settings to figure this all out because that was quite annoying. Let me see if I can get him back. So yeah, sorry about that to all the viewers slash listeners. I didn't know that it was going to do all that. So, but I think we're in better shape now. I better understand like how Streamlabs works with live streaming. So in the future, hopefully the video will look better. I know right now it looks pretty good because it's on just my webcam, which is in 4K, but it's kind of down res to 1080p right now because that's what I'm outputting to YouTube. But it was just my webcam, and I can do the whole 4K thing. Trying to see if Blue's... Yeah, all right, he's going to come back. So let's add him in. Maybe making it a bye week. Yeah, I was thinking about it. But let me see. Blue can come back. So let me just make a new meeting for him. I don't even have like the banner on the bottom right now because I gotta figure out how to do that again. So let me just grab him real quick. Sorry, you're getting to see how the sausage is made. Okay, so I got that in. Let me toss Blue in, but you won't be able to hear him for a minute because I gotta add the audio in to this other stuff, to my desktop. So as soon as he joins, I'll have to do some configurations. He's coming, warrior fellow. Don't worry. Sorry, I had super technical difficulties for this one. And in a minute, the audio is going to drop as soon as he joins a little Google meeting, and then we'll bullshit some. Let me see if I can message up. Hop. There we go. He's in now. So, all right. Nobody can hear you yet, so just give me a second, okay? Let me. Oh, there we go. I guess most of that's okay. Let me see if I can put in my video. It might not do it because it's using it through Streamlabs. I'll have to delete it. Yep, I do. All right, hold on. 1 second, man. I got to throw it in the trash. Wait. Can I just... yeah, there we go. I'll unsync it. There we go. It's free. Now, hopefully you can see me here in a second. Bam! There we go.
There you go.
All right. So, all right, we got a quorum again of 2 people. Let me see if Papa Bear wants to join. I asked him a second ago, but I don't know if he wants to join or not.
Girl, Lily.
She said no, so we're not cool enough for her tonight. All right, so I sent the thing over to Papa Bear. See if he wants to join. If not, it's no big deal. Things are recording. Things seem to be working. Hopefully, people can like hear us. Can you hear Blue? Go ahead and talk.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, they should be able to hear you. So, okay. What did we want to talk about? Other than technical difficulties.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Is anybody in the chat yet?
Yeah, Papa Bear's first in the chat, and then a warrior fella. He was asking for you specifically.
Oh, okay.
Where the fuck is Blue?
Lewis back, baby. Uh,
All right, cool. They
I
can,
will.
and they can hear us.
Yeah, everything sounding good.
Yeah,
Can you hear me in the studio?
they
All right,
can. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, we were touching on the opening gala. We had talked about how it's officially not called the opening gala; it's called SF Beer Fest, and
Yeah.
it's totally not as cool as opening gala because opening gala just sounds like some beautiful people are going to be there or something.
It's. I
But
mean,
instead of people, it's beer.
hey, when you're drunk, everybody's beautiful. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's a but yeah, so yeah, this weekend, the opening gala, or I can't help but call it open gala, but it's as a beer fest. It's on Saturday, and it's going to be at the Salesforce Tower, right?
Yeah, the Salesforce Park. So hopefully a building doesn't fall on us while we're partying.
God,
Because yeah, that thing's tilting.
yeah. I mean, way this country's kind of going, that'd be something new. That would be surprised.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So you got your tickets. I got my tickets. Who else is going?
Let's see. Mr. X is gonna go. I think Stitch is. I think Stitch is gonna go. He's got a ticket.
Yeah, I know Stitch got tickets.
You got a ticket,
Um,
right?
yeah, I got my ticket.
That's all.
Sweetest one isn't gonna go. We couldn't find someone to watch her kids,
Oh
so
damn! All right.
she's gonna stay home. But I wonder if Stitch had a friend of his that came last time too. Um, I'm gonna call him Officer J.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Even though this time it's gonna be outside, which is cool because it makes me think of when we went to the one that was in Concord. I think it was Winterfest. Back when it was called Winterfest, they changed it to Spring Fest because it rains in California and having drinking beer outside. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not as cool as you think it would be. But
Yeah.
speaking of
Yeah.
that,
I mean, anytime you go to the San Francisco and it's like not summer, you got to bring a coat with you. It's cold. So
yeah, unless you like live in San Francisco, because I see people wearing shorts like all the time
yeah.
in the city.
No.
Um,
Sorry, I'm trying to explain. Papa Bear asked a question. Let me just explain it
sure.
on the podcast. He was asking, what conventions would you recommend for someone wanting to do cosplay? Oh, I thought he meant to see cosplay. To do cosplay, obviously I recommend SDCC, but you also don't need to go inside of SDCC to like really enjoy it. The actual floor of the convention center is always packed, and a lot of people are like kind of chilling outside, and it really extends into like all of downtown. So unless you really want to go to, say, specific panels, you don't really need to go. You really don't need to buy a ticket to SDCC to really enjoy the overall atmosphere because a lot of things are external to the convention center. So I would still say SDCC for that. But other ones that are really cool to go to as well is WonderCon and Fanime. Those are probably my top two for like just conventions in general. If you want to have fun
Yeah.
there, and they have a lot of good cosplayers too.
The one thing with like Fanime and I think WonderCon is more comic book based, but like Fanime, like prepare to have your mind blown because there are so many anime cosplay characters out there. Like
Yeah,
seeing like comic book characters, it's cool because you recognize them, but there's so many different anime characters out there that you don't know what a lot of the people are unless you're like a huge anime person, which I am, but like it's still
yeah, they got
there's
some
still
deep
tons and
cuts.
tons and tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff you ain't even heard of. 'Cause I like whenever we do anime here, like going around taking pictures. It's like, hey, yeah, your cosplay looks dope. Can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? You take a picture. It's like, okay, who's your character? Because you want to guess wrong. Because some of the times, like a little bit, like the characters might look similar to another character, and you'd be like totally wrong. But like, oh no, this is from this anime, not this one. So yeah, you gotta be careful sometimes. I mean, I gotta hurt anybody's feelings, but you want to show your respect.
Yeah, so apparently Papa Bear is doing cosplay with his daughter Addison, and I'm pretty sure he's Jace. And I know she's gonna be Vi. So and they're like making their own costumes. So I saw some of the progress and it looks dope. Like he showed me the hammer. I'm pretty sure it's Jace that he's gonna be.
Jason Vi from what?
Hmm?
From what? From what?
Arcane.
What is that from?
Sorry, League of Legends.
Okay. Oh, that'd be kind of dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope, and also like if you if you go out there, you feel too shy, like you think like, oh, your costume isn't like it's going to be like as cool as somebody else's. Don't nobody cares. I mean, people care, but like people still gonna like say, hey, your costume looks dope and stuff like that. So the community is there to support you.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's crazy. The community is so much there to support you that they actually have people where they're one of their dedicated jobs for the convention is literally just to fix people's costumes.
Mm,
Like they
yeah,
have like all this stuff on them to like help you fix your costume. So it's pretty dope.
I saw this one photographer. His cosplay costume was a photographer. Like he had a bunch of like light boxes and stuff like strapped to his back and like multiple cameras on him. I was like, damn, you're taking cosplay to a whole different level.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
dope.
very creative. And also, don't forget to wear deodorant.
I'm sure he knows that.
And what's that? What is the other thing? Cosplay isn't consent or something like that. That's for
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that's going to anime conventions or whatever. Like, yeah, just because this person is dressed super sexy doesn't give you the right to touch them.
yeah. Don't touch people. That's fucking creepy unless you know them. You know, or with consent. It's just like. Well, the first time I saw that sign, I was very confused. I was like, "What?" But yeah, you see there's some scantily clad people that are at convention centers, so they're doing, it's part of their cosplay. But it is not an invitation for you to like touch them. Like, don't be a creep.
At all. Yeah. And also watch out for traps. There's a
Jesus
lot
Christ,
of traps
dude.
out there.
But also, if you don't touch them, don't
Yeah.
touch, you're not in
Still
danger of
cool.
anything. So yeah,
All right. I haven't been to. What's the last con I've been to? Oh man, it's been a while. The whole COVID thing kind of just messed everything up. You know what? I am not. There you go. I was like, why? Because I'm looking at the live feed and it looks like everything's like not working, but I'm not even on our chat window. There you go.
it should be working. Yeah, it looks okay on my end.
Yeah, it looks good on my end too. It's just that I was looking at the live feed instead of like the actual feed of us of our conversation.
Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry, somebody sent me a message. I was reading it real quick. Um, what else do you
Yeah.
want?
Do you want to? Well, kind of jump back to SFB week. So you're gonna be up here for it, right? Like, when's you're coming? What day are you coming up?
Yeah, so I'll be driving up on Friday the 21st, and I'll be leaving on like Sunday the March 2nd.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. You'll be here
So I'll be here
quite
a while. Yeah, I'll be there for a while. So I got the first 2 days I'm staying in San Francisco proper, and then the following 7 days I'll be staying in Fremont, California, because it's way cheaper to stay there. And there's an extended stay America that's like right off of Maui, that's relatively cheap. So yeah.
I wonder if there because what's that one brewery called in Fremont? Is it Das Brew, right?
Yeah, there's Das Brew and there's Jack's, but yeah, Das Brew is probably the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing anything for SFB week.
I don't know.
I
Are
mean,
they even still around?
yeah, so that's what I'm wondering if they're still around.
Yeah.
I want to say I think I had their beer recently. Let's see. Yep, they're still around.
It's funny because like that
Yeah,
place is like
they
right
were,
around.
they were at the open gala last year.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were. That place, it was right around the corner from my old. Well, it's still my current job, but we had a building that was like right around the corner from Das Brew, and then we moved. So yeah, we moved to HP proper.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I plan on hanging out with you guys on Monday and hopefully Wednesday. Probably because I'll probably do a half day on Monday and then just meet up with you guys. Because I think the first stop we're gonna meet up, which I thought was gonna be in San Francisco, but we're gonna be out in Oakland.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna meet out in Oakland. I didn't realize that Monk's Kettle had moved from San Francisco to Oakland. So
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, I guess Oakland is have a little bit more space than San Francisco, but yeah, it's kind of interesting that they moved over.
yeah, I look forward to seeing the new location. It's funny because like they posted that they were moving because of all the tech bros. I'm just like, it's kind of a shitty thing to say, but I guess.
Why they had stuff for move? Oh, I forget February. Or yeah, February has 28 days. I was like, damn, they have stuff all the way into March.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's
March
short.
2nd.
Well, because usually it's in the middle. I'm sorry, it's at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. Cause yeah, it usually happens around like Super Bowl time. So this one's like a
Yeah,
couple of weeks late now.
yeah, that is weird. And what's really weird is that I guess Russian River didn't get the memo because they released Pliny the Younger on their normal schedule, which is like the first or second week of February. So hopefully the opening gala has some left because that's where I usually first get it. So I know the Bistro already released theirs, and a bunch of other like bars have released theirs already. So that's gonna suck if I
Yeah,
can't get it while I'm up there.
and it was delicious. Well, I'm pretty sure you can find a place that might still have it. Maybe they'll have it just for the SF Beer Week.
They should, but I just don't, I'm not standing in a fucking line. That's the thing. I'm not doing it.
Okay. All right, that's enough about beer. Where do you want to talk about first or second?
Second, actually, Papa Bear just brought up something kind of cool. He said he needs to host us down at Recovery Ranch for an event this year for Veterans Day. Actually, that'd be a good idea. It's the weekend and have the whole crew out. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll be down to do um like a live stream from the Recovery Ranch. So if y'all didn't know, Rescue Residence has our own like location in like a building. It's a house. It's a pretty nice house that's in 29 Palms. So that's like the first property that we purchased, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, and yeah, it'd be cool if we can all come down together into the desert and like do like a live stream together for the first time in a long time. But I know it's kind of far for you guys. It's a little far for me too, but it's not that far. It's way further for you guys than me.
Oh yeah,
It's
it could definitely be a drunk cast.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be fucking cool. Do a drunk house on Veterans Day weekend.
Oh shit,
That'd be perfect. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Got to get permissions from the missuses.
Yeah, let's do it. Because I mean, could all just crash in the house and it'd be fun. So yeah,
I'll bring
there.
a tent, camp outside.
No, you don't want to camp outside there.
Okay, right.
I mean, you could. I just went camping this weekend out in like the same sort of area. I went to Borrego Springs, which is in the desert of California, and I took my youngest daughter to go camping, and it was an experience because I found my old tent. I had to get. I knew that it was gonna be like kind of like a rocky area, so I bought like a brand new like an inflatable like floor for the tent, so like it wasn't like rocky inside. And then I bought some new sleeping bags, and like right after I bought my sleeping bag, I found my old one, and I was like, oh shit, well whatever. This one was rated for colder weather, so it's fine. And I brought my youngest a new tent, a new sleeping bag, a new blanket, and a bunch of other new shit, so we can just kind of survive out there. And it was a lot of fun. Like it was out with my jiu-jitsu folks from Studio 33, out in Bonita, California, and some of them. It was funny because there's maybe like I want to say 3 tents that were out. We were one of them. Everybody else is in their vehicles or in like something far more advanced. Like some person had like an RV that was basically like a big ass bus that had like a pop out sides and shit. Yeah, it was like a luxury suite.
Glamping.
Yeah. But when we got out there, it was windy, and I got there at night, and the ground like sucked for camping because like the ground was like hard. Like underneath it was like basically rock. And so I had to like really be careful like where I put down the stakes and stuff. So I bent a lot of stakes, and then like at night my window got blown out because it was so windy. But we had so much fun. Like I let my daughter stay up until like 1 a.m.
Dang.
And yeah, because there was a bunch of kids there too, so we had a lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Unlike that one camping trip, actually, probably the last camping trip I went on was with you and a couple of other people. But yeah, that wasn't a fun night. I mean, it was fun. It was actually I had a lot of fun. It's just that somebody was a bit of a party pooper.
Yeah, no, we did not get cut off. Like we there was plenty of alcohol and other stuff. So yeah, we had fun. The adults had a lot of fun, and so did the kid. And the next day, we got up in the morning, which is kind of weird because like there was coyotes that I heard in the middle of the night, like going through our camp.
Like real ones?
Yeah, real coyotes. And then in the morning after breakfast, they wanted to go shooting because like a bunch of people they had firearms, and so we took like a bunch of kids and adults to go shooting at a place that was like a state park area, which is like as soon as like you saw the sign that says like this is a state park area, there's like literally bullet holes in it, and it's like I guess this is the range. So people just started putting up targets and shooting, and a bunch of the kids got to go shoot, and my youngest daughter got to shoot the first gun of her entire life, a little 22 rifle. So she had a lot of fun. I shot like a 40 caliber pistol, a Glock, which I'm not a fan of Glocks, but it was still fun to shoot.
The gun that your daughter shot, that's a little bit that one doesn't have much kick, right? It's pretty.
A 22?
Yeah.
No, 22s don't have much kick at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit! Dirty Stu's in the chat.
Oh damn!
Wow, I don't even know what time it is where he's at. It could be tomorrow, could be yesterday, could be a month from now. Yeah.
Different dimensions.
It's good to see him. Hold on, I got to tell you a story about Dirty Stu, real quick, because like we were chatting about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And
oh yeah.
So I was asking him like, hey, do you know about like the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing? And he was like, no. And he's like, let me ask my daughter. His daughter's like 13 years old. And so he sends me a video back, and so I've never actually talked to Dirty Stu like in like audio form. I've always like just typed to him. This dude's Scottish accent is so fucking thick. I was like, holy shit. I can understand what he was saying, but I was like, whoa, dude. Like I in my head, like when I read his stuff back, there's no accent, obviously. And then I was asking him, like, hey man, like, do I have like a thick American accent? And he's like, nah, because like I guess to them it's like because they consume like some American media, so like our accents are like probably I don't know how to put it, like null and void because they hear it all the time. But like when you hear somebody from like a different like dialect, it's like it's way thicker. It's so yeah.
I remember. I was gonna say I remember I was talking to a girl from like the South, and like she had that Southern slang to her voice, and I was like, hey, do I have an accent? Because I never had anybody ever tell me I had an accent. She's oh yeah, you got a Hollywood accent.
Hollywood, like, yeah.
Hollywood. Oh yeah, you talk all fancy. Like
holy shit. Yeah, it's 5:32 a.m. on Thursday morning for Dirty Stu. Why the fuck is he up so early in the morning? Thank you though, but just saying. And also thank you to your daughter for answering the question for me, because apparently she knew who Drake was. He didn't know who either of them were, but she knew Drake from like Rich Baby Daddy. So it's like a very recent.
Oh, is that the TV show, right? That he was on in Canada.
No, it's one of his songs with the big. Well, not with Sexy Red, from like last year, or maybe 2 years ago. But it's not a great song in my opinion. But also, I'm not a Drake fan. So yeah.
Yeah, have you heard his new song? Like, what's it like? Something poppy?
It's something sexy songs for you or something. Yeah. I'm just like it's
freaking cheesy as hell. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like I heard snippets of like Call Me Poppy or something like that, or I'm Your Poppy. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, this is just cringe. And it's even worse. Like since I know like a little bit of Spanish now, it's like, oh god, it's like he took Rosetta Stone for like a week and was like, I'm writing a song. But like other artists that have like Spanish lyrics, like I don't want to say Puff Daddy, but like Puff Daddy has a song called Señorita, which is really good. But like he doesn't sing. He doesn't like he says a couple of Spanish words here and there, but he has a female that's speaking Spanish, and that's what makes that song like kind of sexy. Or even like I think NSYNC has a song too called Señorita. There's a lot of songs out there called Señorita, but I don't know. This Drake song is cringe, man. It's really bad to listen to.
I mean,
the sweetest listen to it.
Kendrick Lamar said it best. He said, I like Drake with melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. So
yeah,
Drake took note.
He also had another line in there where he talked about how I don't like it when he speaks in a different accent or something like that, considering he's like from Canada and he tries to talk like hood.
Yeah. It's probably from Euphoria. So yeah, it just the downfall of Drake should be people need to take notes. Like people might say, oh, he's got, he's coming back up. No, the fuck he's not. Kendrick has 3 of his albums in the top 10 right now, in the top 5 right now on the charts. And I don't think there's a single Drake album. Maybe his latest one, it might have charted for like maybe a couple days, but nah, Kendrick done took this dude's soul, whatever was left of it.
Took him.
Yeah.
Somebody said that Drake needs to make a gospel album since he's dead.
No, I told you the whole solution
Holy
is just
Spirit.
take 6 months off and then come out with a country album. He's good.
Yeah. Oh man. It's crazy. Like people are still analyzing the halftime show, and something I saw recently with what was it? Oh, with the X. So when he does peekaboo, that the X is on the 30-yard line, and like X is also Roman numeral for 10, and 3X is 30, and basically they're saying like that whole little snippet right there is them talking about, was it like XXX Azazie? Is that what the rapper's name was? The one
I
that
think
died?
Xstation or something like that.
Yeah. So that was like a little nod to him, because I guess that guy and Drake had some beef going on too. So I don't know, just, and plus like the dancers behind him had like red and black hair, which is similar to XXX, because his hair was blonde and black on one side. It's, I don't know, they were just pulling out some crazy theories that was just sticking.
Oh, damn, I spelled this shit wrong. Yeah, there's like a lot of possible, meanings in everything that he did for the Super Bowl, because it was a lot. I know people were mad about the whole GNX thing when they saw like him standing in the car, but I don't think people understood that like that was not a real car. So there's like 45 people came out of that fucking car. You think they all just? You didn't see like the whole like there was a facade underneath the car. So yeah,
I don't know. That car looks pretty big.
Yeah. Maybe they destroyed a GNX, but I don't know. At this point, I think that honestly, the GNX is like cool sounding and all, and looks cool from the outside. But if you look on the inside, that thing is dog shit. Like the interior of a GNX looks like, people forget about like what old like Pontiacs and Buicks and shit like that looked like back. They were like, the interiors were fucking terrible, all of them. So, and it was an automatic. So there's also that.
Yeah. Looking up from the outside, it looks like the old school. What is it? The Pontiac not GTR. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Oh no, Monte Carlo. It looks like a Monte Carlo from the outside. Is that by Pontiac? Was it Pontiac? Did Pontiac make the Monte Carlo? Or was that Chevy?
I think it was a Pontiac. Was it? I can't remember. The Monte Carlo. I think it was a Chevy. You're right. Yeah. But it's based on like a Grand National, which is like I forget the name. It's like a series of cars that were like that. But the GNX is just like the final version of it. It was its final form. It's basically a Grand National gone Super Saiyan.
Oh, the Monte Carlo was by Chevrolet.
Chevy, okay.
Yeah, and Buick made the GNX.
Yeah, there were dope cars, especially back in the day, and they're still like, the engine is dope. The handling probably isn't that great because it's from that era. And the interior is just like, if you look at the interior of a GNX, you would think it's some shit out of like a Hot Wheel car. Like they're so fucking ridiculous looking. But you can always like make the interior nicer, but then you're also like destroying the car. So
I wonder how much the GNX will sell for now that it's Kendrick Lamar kind of.
Good luck finding it. I'm gonna say like $50,000 minimum for one of those. Minimum. Probably closer to 100 at this point because there's so few of them.
Yeah, and plus, I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar added a little bit boost to that sell value.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a very popular car. It was a very sought after car even before his album was announced. So people were confused, like, "What is GNX?" I was like, "I know what the fuck that is because I know what the car is." So
yeah, honestly, I didn't know what it was until Kendrick. I mean, I probably saw it like or heard about it here and there, but yeah, it makes me think of an Oldsmobile too, like an old school Cutlass Supreme, or just I don't know, just it reminds me of a car,
style.
but I don't remember the name GNX.
Yeah, it's like a American car guy thing, which I know you were not because you were more of a Japanese car guy.
Import.
Which I'm an import guy too, but I pay attention to like a lot of American cars too, like the Typhoon and Cyclone. were also like two other like really great American vehicles. One was in like a small SUV. The other one was like a is a truck, and they have the same engine. It was a turbocharged, I think it was a V6, and it would be like a Ferrari, and it looks like same thing. They're only coming in black, you know, and they were just like these badass vehicles in a straight line that were like very rare.
Well, I know that was it Ford? Ford did a collaboration with Mitsubishi because they had the what was the car called? I can't think of the name of the car.
I think on a Chrysler maybe.
Was it Chrysler? I
With,
can't.
with like
Like
the
I can see
the
the car.
Conquest and the Stealth and the
Yeah, the Stealth.
yeah
It was the Stealth and
that was
the
Chrysler.
Conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember they had a collaboration where it was basically the same body type of both cars. They just had different engines in them.
Yeah, no, they have the same engine too. So
Yeah,
I
I was
had
gonna say, they just
so my Mitsubishi Starion, which is called the Conquest in America, which they sold both, which is kind of weird. But I had two Conquests because it's hard to get the Starion, but they're literally the exact same fucking car. And same thing with like the Stealth and the 3000 GT were very similar. There was
that's what it was.
yeah,
It was a 3000 GT and the Dodge Stealth.
yep. Same thing with the Eclipse and the Laser. So it was called, what was it? It was Daimler DM something. Not DMC. God damn it. There was a name for it. It was a 3-letter acronym for Mitsubishi DSM. DSM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was an RS rugged style.
No, no. Definitely not some wannabe gangsters in Newark, California in high school.
Yeah. Man, we got Principal had to disband us. So everybody couldn't hang out in a big group anymore.
Yeah. He said DMX. DMX is no, that's actually a rapper who died. He used to bark like a dog. DMX is also like the first like version of satellite radio. If you remember that from back in the day.
For which one?
There used to be a thing called DMX before DMX existed, but DMX was like a music channel, like a series of channels. It wasn't Dogman X before, which is
Is that what DMX stood for?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Pretty sure it was Dogman X. Dude, let me fact check myself right now because I don't want to go out some false information. But
all I know is that's how the Rough Riders roll.
Am I wrong? I think I am wrong. What does DMX stand for?
Fact checking live on air.
So okay, so DMX. I remember like before DMX the rapper came around, it was digital multiplex, which is what I remember because Cowboy Mike he had DMX back in the day, back before I joined the Marine Corps. And DMX stands for Divine Master Unknown or Darkman X. That's what it is, Darkman X. Yeah, so I fucked that up. And yes, he will give it. He will give it to you.
All right. Are you caught up on Spider-Man on Disney Plus?
I don't know. I just watched one today that was about. It was with Scorpion.
Okay.
Is that caught up? I don't know.
Did you see what happened with him and Scorpion?
Well, I saw that Scorpion beat his ass, and then he had to get saved by who's going to be Green Goblin. He got saved by his flying thing.
Dude, this show is really well made. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I don't know what the actor who said that the show was woke. He said that he's glad it's not woke. I don't know. The show is just, I don't know. It's not woke, but it still like has like, you got people in the hood, you got gangsters, like gang members and stuff like that. You got like all the different things that's happening, which is just normal life.
Yeah, well, basically. I think they were already trying to like, throw the whole woke DEI bullshit on this because of Harry Osborn and his son. I'm sorry, Norman Osborn and his son, because I thought that Harry was trans or some shit. I'm just like, dudes wear sport coats. Yeah. And they can have long hair. I didn't think it was a trans person at all. It didn't matter if it was. Like, I didn't really fucking care, but the show is pretty well done so far. Like, if you read comics, it's first of all, the art style is very comic accurate, and the
Mm-hmm.
storylines are pretty comic accurate as well. I'm really enjoying it. The fact that the Osborns are black is like that's a correction from history. Like there is, I keep saying to this day,
Should have been.
black people. I'm sorry, white people do not have cornrows and or waves. Like they can, I guess, but it's like it's very out of the ordinary. So
Yeah. Was dope about the show. They kind of take a page out of the Into the Spider Verse with like the way it plays out like a comic book. Like
mhm.
like there's a scene where Peter's like walking on the street and he's like walking between panels, and I was like, oh, that's pretty dope for them to do that. Or like, when he gets a phone call, like it do like the split screen
Yeah.
where like the two are talking to each other. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I want to know what's her name? Nico. I wonder what her character is. Because at first I thought
Yeah.
maybe she was gonna be Silk.
I don't
Because I
know.
think in the
She has like
first
which.
episode,
Go ahead.
I know the first episode, like the spider goes into somebody's backpack, the one that bites Peter. So I'm assuming like somebody's gonna become Silk because apparently like the spider that bit Peter also bit her, right? Is that how it
I don't
works?
know. Her name is very familiar, and she has like some kind of like witch powers. But
Mm.
yeah, there's also other things from like they do a lot of pulls from the Spider-Man game too. So like a lot of like the mechanics that he does in the game, like he does in the show, which is really cool, including like when he gets an upgrade to like his HUD, to like see around the city, then it gets damaged, and then like doing these certain combinations, or like they're ripped straight from the game, which is like pretty cool if you play the game. So
Mm-hmm. We also got a couple of other characters to jump in the show. Like I mean, originally it starts off with Doctor Strange from a different dimension showing up, and that's kind of how the spider gets there. But we get introduced to Iron Man. Iron Man shows up in one of the recent episodes, as well as who else showed up? Daredevil.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Daredevil like
scene.
beat him down.
Yeah, he was like he's like, I believe in you, kid, but I'm just gonna hand you this ass whooping real quick. But I thought that was kind of cool for Daredevil to show up, and it kind of because in the animated series, Daredevil shows up and he's there to kind of help out Peter because he's like because he's being blamed for the murder or something. Um, but no, like for the last episode, like I almost showed it like a little bit of a thug tear what happens between him and Harry, and I was like, oh man, and then you don't see it, but you see like the reflection on his glasses, and I'm like, oh dude, the next episode's gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, especially because the one of the characters' name, like it's a nickname of Tombstone, so I'm like, okay, that's gonna be fucking Tombstone, obviously. And you're just like
Yeah,
waiting to see like when the transformation is gonna come. So I like that. I mean, they've been doing a really good job of like writing and like doing a lot of things that throw back to like both the original content from the comic and then the video games, and and updating it. So I think they've done a great job. People that are kind of critiquing it before it even came out are full of shit. They're probably part of the 76 million traders in America, but those people.
those people, the Redders.
Yeah.
Um, one interesting thing, cool. One other interesting that's cool is that like we see like Peter fell. Like usually we see him. I mean, I guess we see him fell a lot actually. To be honest, even like with the old like 87
You see him.
Spider Man.
You see him fell. What do you mean?
Like I mean he lost to Daredevil. He lost
Oh, I got
to
you.
Scorpion.
Okay,
Like
I understand.
we see him not win,
Yeah.
and he's still new at this. Like he was wearing hockey pads before. Now
Yeah.
he's wearing like some high tech suit. But no, it's overall it's a good show, and I'm enjoying watching it. They're doing a really good job with this series. I hope it continues.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
At
Oh,
first, like when in the what is it called? Like when you first load up the series, like there's like images of like different characters. Like at first, I thought Spider-Man was gonna have like sidekicks or something like that,
mm,
but then it turns out that he was just trying out different suits that Osborn was trying to help him with.
yeah.
That threw me off at first, but it all made sense once you watch the episode.
Yeah, I mean the show's good, and people just they're mad about nothing.
Yeah.
Real quick housekeeping. I think going forward, I'm gonna release both the audio and the video on Thursday mornings instead of like trying to get the audio out at night. And I've been getting tired because I'm getting old, so I need sleep. So I'll encode them both at night, but like I can't Trying to get them both out like at night is too much. So yeah.
So everybody have it first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So I'll probably have the audio up like around like 9ish, and then I'll have like the video pretty consistent at noon. So yeah. Warrior Fellow's asking us who's current on Invincible. I am not. I'm at a season and a half behind, I think. So
damn.
yeah, or at least a half a
I
season
am-
behind. Yeah.
I think I'm like I don't think I watched the most recent episode, but I'm up. I'm pretty caught up. It's Invincible. Like damn, shit's still getting wild. And he's like, ooh yeah, Invincible is kind of tilting to the what is it, the Voltamite side?
Viltrumite. Yeah.
Viltrumite, yeah. It's like, oh man, you need to chill. But then, I mean, they keep giving him reasons. He's like, y'all guys gonna turn me back into the old me. But yeah, Invincible is still really, really good.
Yeah, I definitely need to catch up on it. So, what
Yeah.
else am I watching? I've been watching Solo Leveling season 2 has been so fucking good. Are you caught up on that?
Now I'm only on like episode 2 or 3 right now of season 1.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, you're way far behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm late. I'm late.
Yeah, that show is the second. I mean, the first season is good, but the second season is just like, god damn! Like every episode is like, it's a banger. It's action packed and like it's some parts are kind of silly, but like the action in it is like they're just blowing budgets for these action scenes, and they're so good. And seeing how good Jingwoo gets is great. It's one of the greatest. I don't want to say the greatest. It's one of the best animes out right now. So, like easily.
Definitely a golden eggplant winner.
Probably, yeah.
Unless something else comes out, because I mean we're only in February.
Yeah, we still got like Kaiju number 8's going to come out. You know, there's a bunch of other animes that are going to come out like later on this year that are going to be up there. So, but the action that they're displaying for Solo Leveling season 2 it's been top notch. But yeah, you know, I expect Kaiju number 8 to be a contender. I know there's what else is coming out this year for anime. I heard that like Hunter x Hunter might be coming back for anime, which would be amazing because that's a really great anime.
Like as a remake or like a continuation?
No, continuation. So like the guy they're making new mangas, so they'll have a chance to make new animes. So that'd be great.
Do you ever finish catching up on Bleach, the 1,000-year Bleach
Blood
War?
Yeah, I'm current on that. Yeah, that was really good too. Yeah.
Is the series over, or is this season over, or is there still more dropping?
The season's over, which is kind of weird because I remember like back in the day, you know, Bleach was like one of the ones that just didn't have seasons. It would just keep going. That had filler, yeah. So I'm not complaining, no filler, because I'd rather like have a break than watch Ichigo playing soccer. So
yeah,
or
have them tell you that they're gonna take a break and we're gonna go watch Ichigo play soccer
in the middle of a fight. How the fuck you gonna have a major fight scene with Grimjaw Jaggerjacks and like in the middle of the fight scene, we gotta take a break to play soccer. I'm just like, bro, this is disrespectful.
That was super disrespectful, especially when the fight was like climaxing.
Yeah,
it's like you're having sex with a girl, you're about to bust, and they're like, oh no, hold that thought.
Yeah. Warrior Fella is saying that Solo Leveling is more intense than he thought it would be. So Warrior Fella, if you like Solo Leveling, I would recommend the whole lit RPG genre. I know I talked about it before on the podcast, but if you want to have a really good, if you want to get like an Americanized version of that genre, that's really good. There's two that I recommend. One is Awaken Online, which is kind of more serious, and the other one is Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is more funny, but also serious and like dank. So either one of those two lit RPGs, read them, have fun. They're both fantastic. And I think they're making Dungeon Crawler Carl, they're going to make into a show, and it's going to be backed by Seth MacFarlane. So it's going to be dope.
It's going to be animated or live action?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
I was going to say there's a series out there called Raw. That's the lit RPG, but it is not for the faint of heart.
It's called Raw.
It's called Raw. It's it's really freaking long. I think they have like 18 books.
Okay.
But if you look up Raw, let me see who's the author. Um, I gotta look at my phone.
All good. So yeah, I mean, like, the whole genre of lit RPGs is like, if you like, I mean, I talked about it multiple times on the podcast, but it's like basically, it's like a person getting placed in like into a game environment and like trying to figure out like the game mechanics and like becoming a badass. And you see like the how solo leveling is. It's kind of like Awaken Online is very similar to lit RPGs, even though it's like more like game lit because like they're in a game like with VR glasses. In most lit RPGs, it's almost like isekai, right? Where they're transported to a different world, and their life is online, but you might be able to get a chance to like come back to life through like game mechanics. So, yeah, it's a great genre if you're a gamer or if you're a nerd in general. Like I read them a lot. Like I just read, so I do like a book a week, and Dungeon Crawler Carl's was it book 7, which is called the Inevitable Ruin, dropped last week, but it was a 28-hour fucking book on audio, so it took me a while to get to. Like I finished it on Tuesday morning, so yeah. Warrior Fella, it's Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then Awaken Online. Awaken Online is by Travis Bagwell, and Dungeon Crawler Carl is by Matt Dinneman. So there you go.
So the book I was talking about is called Raw by Misty Vixen.
Misty Vixen. That's almost like a porn name, man.
Well, there's a lot of sex in this book.
Okay.
But so it's about a guy who gets teleported to a world, and like he runs into like an ogre chick, and he like saves her life, and then they go back to his cave and smash, and then he goes and finds like another chick, and she's a demon, and they go back, or no, she's a fairy, and they go back into his thing, and they have like a threesome. So yeah, I can't remember what the full story is about, but I mean the story is interesting. Like they're trying to save like this section of land, and there's all these like villages and stuff that's being like taken over, and they're like trying to save people, but there's cutscenes basically.
Mm-hmm.
Where this guy is smashing with these, and they go into very good details about these characters, which is really interesting. But it's a long series. Like I think it's like 8 books in one, at least for the audiobook I'm listening to.
Why don't you you're keeping secrets, bro? Just saying, you didn't tell me about it.
Well, the only reason why I'm listening to it because I was going to cancel my audiobook subscription, and I had like 4 credits left, and I was like, let me find a story that's like really like because sometimes you find like audio collections, like the complete series, so it'll be like all 15 books in one, and that's basically what this was. I was like, let me check this out. The cover looks interesting.
Yeah,
I definitely just this book by its cover, and I was not disappointed.
Did you read shit? I recommended a book to you a while ago. I think you read it, like the infected books.
Oh yeah, like Infected and
Contagious, and what was the other one? There's like this. It's a 3-book series.
It was. Yeah, with the little triangles that people get in their bodies.
Yeah, that book is so fucked up.
Shit was really fucked up.
Lando read the first book too because he went up to like Pismo Beach. A guy I do jujitsu who listens to the podcast, and he listened to it on the way up to Pismo Beach, and he liked it as well. Like that's a really great book series. And I forget the author's name, but he actually has a podcast as he's writing books. So if you want to see like how somebody writes books, and excuse me, his books are fucking dank. Like they're gory, they make you uncomfortable, like reading them and listening to them. But they're really good. But yeah, he has a podcast and like him making his book series. So like, I got to find his name. But yeah, he's a good author.
That's not it. Yeah, I really like that book. It was very interesting. I thought the third book was kind of weird. It kind of didn't feel like the other 2 books, but it still had a pretty dope dank ending.
Yeah, so there's a reason why, and I'll tell you why in a second. So the guy's name is Scott Sigler, I believe. Pretty sure it's Scott Sigler. Where did I just see it? Where the fuck's the name? Yeah, Scott Sigler. The reason why the third book seemed kind of odd is because Contagious was in like 2004. Infected was in like 2006. Or other way around. But like Pandemic, which is the last one, was in 2014, and so there's like a huge gap between like the first, second, and then the third book. Huge gap. So he talks about it in like one of the. Did I read about it or listen to it? He talks about it on something, and I listened to it of like why he had to come back to like finish the book series.
Yeah, it felt that way, but I mean, it still worked out at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm listening to, it's called Dark by my homeboy Jeremy Robbins.
Oh, you're a huge fan of that guy.
Yeah, I listen to, I think I've listened to like probably like 10 of his books. Like they're so good. But this one's very interesting because it kind of has like a little bit of biblical, yeah. Because basically, like, the world just randomly just goes dark. Like the sun is blocked out by like something. Like the sky is just black, and then all these like demons are roaming the earth, and like some people are marked with like, what's it called? A rule. Basically, this is an upside down crucifix on some people's foreheads, and like these demons can't attack them for some reason. But like, it's pretty crazy. It's really good so far. So far, like, there's like a little girl who's marked, and it's like they're trying to figure out like why are people marked. Like they're trying to, like, what makes like this one person marked versus like his sister. This guy's sister isn't marked, but he is. So they're trying to figure out like why that is, and like why the demons won't attack them or whatever. And they're like, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. Like the main character has like PTSD. Like the first chapter, he talks about like how he's super high, and he goes to like a grocery store to buy like bread and like lunch meat, and like people are staring at him, and he doesn't understand why. And then like I guess he runs into somebody he knows. They're like, dude, why are you wearing a skirt? Like he's like so high that he went to the store wearing his sister's skirt, and he's like, he just rose. It's kind of funny, but like probably like a couple of chapters in, like I think right now he just barely changed clothes. Like while all this stuff is going down, he's still wearing a skirt.
There we go.
It's pretty funny.
I found the ticker thing for everybody that's like watching the podcast. I lost the ticker, and now I found it. So there you go. Bam. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I like Jeremy Robinson as well, especially like he has like there was like one of his books, like he did one where like they all kind of came in together.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that one.
That was really cool.
He created his own multiverse.
Yeah, and it's pretty dope, especially if you read all the books. So
yeah,
because he did Infinite as well, right? And then Infinite 2.
Yeah, Infinite was my first book of his, and that was actually a book that was the last book I read, like physically read the book, and I enjoyed it. That I went back and listened to the audiobook.
Nice. Well, I'm going to try to finish up two books this week because Chain Gang All Stars, which I've been reading physically, I have the audiobook too, and I'm going to finish because I'm like more than halfway done, and then my fucking bookmarker fell out in my book, so I'm kind of pissed about that. So I'm just going to find out where I am in like the audiobook, and then while I'm going up to the Bay Area, I'll finish the book, and I'll try to finish another book next week. So
nice.
I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I don't have like actually I have a couple that are in the queue, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I gotta get Dungeon Crawl or
Dungeon Crawler Crawl.
Doomsday.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Oh, you read did you read the first one?
No, I haven't read any of them.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to read them. Yeah,
I read the first of the landing one.
The Land. Okay, you finished it?
Yeah, I finished the first one.
Okay, cool. So when I come back from the Bay, we got to do like the first finally the first book club thing. Because like I've been waiting for you to finish the book because I know Lando finished the book. He's actually on like the third book I think of The Land. So
oh damn.
Yeah.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding. Like I literally read a book a week, especially this year because I'm like I want to make sure I'm good to go. I want to get 52 books this year, hopefully more. And it's gonna be kind of hard because I'm dating again. So that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you go on a date recently, or
many of them? So a lot of dates. And it's been nice. A lot of dates with the same person. Sorry to be clear, I'm not going on dates with like different people. So
yeah, and out there being a gigolo.
Yeah, no, I'm not a hoe. So yeah. but it's been nice. Maybe she might be able to come out for SFB week, but it's kind of last minute for her. And then she was just texting me something just happened to her, so she might be able to come out. But yeah,
No,
I'll see her tomorrow, so that'll be nice.
nice. You gotta give me more details of this mystery lady.
I'll
We'll
talk to you
do that
guys
off the gas.
in the group chat. Yeah. I talked about it a little bit in the group chat, but I didn't like send up. I didn't see you guys a picture or anything. I don't think so. Yeah.
No. All right. What else? Should we make it a short one?
Yeah, we
I
can
mean,
make
we had technical issues earlier.
so many technical issues. So I'm fine making it short.
Yeah.
I need some rest anyway. So I've been up like yesterday? I was up to like 1 a.m. So yeah.
It's all good. All right. I guess everybody knows what we're doing this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna see each other finally.
Yeah. It's been a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple days. No, we're gonna see each other in person. I haven't seen you in like a year.
I know, since my son's birthday when we were down there.
Wait, was he? When was that?
That was March last year, March 17th ish. Was
Oh yeah.
yeah. Were we in Disneyland March 17th or were we in?
I don't
Because
think
we
you
went
were,
to Legoland.
did.
Remember
don't
we went to Drake's, not Drake's. Stone. We met up at Stone's Brewery. You, your ex, and your daughter.
Oh yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah. I remember now.
We stayed near there.
Yeah.
That was fun. I think Prodigy showed up like super late, but he still showed up.
Yeah. Oh, like tonight he didn't show up. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. All right. Anything else you doing this weekend?
No, I'm just coming up there to the Bay Area, and I'm looking forward to it. I got everything set up I'm set up for success. There's a guy that actually retired from my job a couple of weeks ago, and I want to come up and see him and the rest of you guys, and just come up and basically be like Dionysus for like a week. Just
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get fucked up and worry about the consequences later. I know, I know that I need to like make sure I get back into like shape after I come up there, but I'm gonna go do jujitsu. So I'm gonna go to my old instructor's gym in Newark, California, Mauricio Alonso. I'll be coming out there to do some jujitsu at least twice, and then the rest of the time I'll just be drinking and eating and yeah, I'm just going up there to have fun again. My first
being merry.
Yeah, my first vacation in over a year. So yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, what do you got going on?
For me, outside of SFB week and hanging out with your black ass, no. Shit. There's something else I was doing this weekend. I can't remember now. Definitely catching up on Invincible, finishing up these audiobooks. Actually, I'm not sure if you listen to this podcast, but it's a podcast that I discovered today called it's called Coffee Break Spanish.
I have heard of that one. Yeah, it's a good one. That's how I learned how to like roll my R's semi properly, like what to put the tongue in my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I think I'm pretty good at like kind of reading Spanish, but I'm not very good at listening to it.
Mhm.
So I saw a suggestion that says, just check out some podcasts, and that one came up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I listened to like 4 episodes. I'm like, wow, this is super helpful. Because like the whole Duolingo thing is cool and all, but they don't really explain to you why things are the way they are. And I think I was struggling with some things, but the podcast definitely helped me out on that. Even though my wife is Spanish speaker, but she says she's not very good at explaining things because it's a native language. Like she's not very good at teaching it. She just knows it because it's first nature.
Yeah, there's somebody that I know that knows Spanish, but she can't like she can't explain either. I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you like a no sabe kid? Like,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, you got to break this down for me because a lot of folks that are especially Mexican American people, they might be able to speak Spanish, but they only speak in like a certain dialect, and it's basically like slang.
Yeah.
And if you have to like speak like in a proper form of Spanish, like they're kind of lost. So, yeah.
But I mean, I'm still having fun doing it though. Like I feel like I've learned more recently than I did ever in high school. Like I'm like the stuff I'm learning. I'm like I don't either I don't remember from high school or like they never taught us this because all I can remember from high school is like Los Baños or El Baño, freaking biblioteca, donde es tu biblioteca, like stuff like that. But then again, it was like what like a semester or two. of just remembering words. But I
Yeah.
don't know. It's I'm having a lot more fun with it though.
Good. Good. All right. Let's wrap it up.
But
'Cause I need
yeah, what's that?
rest.
All right, you just experienced the dangest podcast in the world, Blacker Than Black times Infinity.
Infinity.
Check us out on the interwebs at BWTI. Check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Apple Music. I think it's or Apple Podcasts. Amazon Music. We're everywhere. Just look us up at BWTI. Our Blacker Than Black times Infinity. Check out our homepage at what was
It's
Manhat Productions.
it's benatproductions.com dot. I'm sorry, benatproductions dot squarespace.com.
Squarespace.com
Yeah, I need to
slash
fix that.
BWTI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it worked. Yeah, you can Google us and you'll find us. You can check us out on YouTube, where we go live every Wednesday at 8:30ish PC time. Pacific
CP
Standard
time. Color people
Yeah.
time.
Sometimes SCP time, super color folks time. You can join our Discord server. Email us at bwti@gmail.com and we'll add you to our Discord server. And you can also check us out on Twitch and something else. Yeah, we go live on Twitch as well.
We
right?
are. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we're live right now on Twitch. So, yeah. Real quick, if you want to meet me in person, if you're in the Bay Area, send me or send us, I guess, a message at bthebti@gmail.com. If you want to meet up, I'll be there literally for 10 days. So yeah, if you're down to go to like San Francisco, I take Bart out there and we'll go. We'll have a couple drinks. Actually, more than a couple of drinks. We'll have a lot of drinks. All right, if you like to drink, and we'll hang out. So just try not to kill me.
I'm gonna wear my podcast shirt. I haven't worn that thing in a while. Maybe on Monday I'll wear it, since we'll all be together. But you can always find me at these beer fests. We usually have the pretzel necklace. That's the number one giveaway because we've been going to these things for years, and we're always.
Can you make one for me when I come out?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Man.
It's craft night, but I'm not bringing them.
No, like every year we go out, have the pretzel necklace, and like there'd be like a handful of people that have them, and then everybody's like, "Oh, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea." It's like it's not my first rodeo.
Well, there was one year where they were just like. There was like a controversy where we couldn't bring them in.
Oh yeah,
and then we like
food.
we had to have them like change the rules. So yeah. Anyway,
but I usually have a Batman backpack on when I go to these beer festival. It's a black backpack with like gold Batman logo in the middle. It's unique and it sucks because it's like it's so falling apart. But I fucking love it.
It's fucking old.
And I also use it as my a totem. So one of the things when you go to a beer fest, it's good to have a totem. And what it is what some people do where they like have like basically a sign that comes out from their backs to let people know like, hey, this is where most of the party is. If you form like a group or whatever.
We should have a flag made one of these years.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Actually, that wouldn't be that hard to do.
Yeah. It's not enough notice now, but yeah.
No.
All right.